Hi guys, welcome back to Rts Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud. With me, your host Linda Fry, the asthma lady. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to anybody new. I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving, and I'm just excited to be back. I had a great time with family, and I hope you did as well. I just want to say thank you everyone for the support, and just know that we have so much content and more things to come, and we are growing together. All right, guys. Yes. So today's episode, we are going to talk about how to identify asthma triggers, right? Okay, so I am the asthma lady, as you guys most know. So this is my thing. So when it comes to things like asthma triggers, you're going to see, and we could talk about it, whether it's you that have asthma or if you're guiding a patient that has asthma. So from what I've seen from doing this for years, you have two types of patients. You have the patients that know all of their asthma triggers, so they'll tell you everything under the sun that they think are their asthma triggers. And then you have the folks that just quite haven't figured it out. They're just like, I have asthma, and right? So it's our job, for those that want to help patients with asthma, to help identify these asthma triggers. And it's always best to start from the home, right? Because home is an environment where we can sort of kind of control for the most part. Now, when I say the word home, I am using it loosely because we can't assume that everyone has a home. So I'm just talking about anywhere where somebody spends the most amount of time, and that would be considered their home, right? Okay, so we want to engage patients when it comes to identifying asthma triggers. Why? Asthma is a chronic lung disease. That means it's going to be with them forever. Okay, and they need to be actively engaged in their own self-management. So when it comes to identifying triggers, they need to think of it like they are part of your detective team. All right, so you are the lead detective, okay, whoever's helping, and they are on your team to help figure out what is the asthma trigger. So you guys are gonna be like Scooby-Doo and the crew. Y'all gonna be like Batman and them, or whatever detective person we can think of in the pop culture, on TV and whatnot. So you want to think of it like, okay, when, like, let's say if your kid is acting up, you know how your kid is or how your spouse is, and they start acting up, the behavior is starting to change, or they're just acting funny, and you're like, let me see what's going on. And so what do you start to do? You start to talk to them, try to see what's going on in their life. You start checking out social media, and the big no is checking the phone. You're not supposed to be checking the phone, but you have folks that start to check the phone and looking into the privacy, which I do not condone. But anywho, that's the kind of detective work you want from your patients. When it comes to asthma triggers, we want to know. We want to know the timing. Is this during the day or is this during the night? Right? So we want to know what time it is. What is the setting? Are you at home? Are you in your bedroom? Is it primarily in the kitchen? Let them know that all of these observations count, all of them, so they can put it on if they old school, tell them to write it down. We do have something called an asthma diary. That's kind of like a throwback thing, but they can just put it on their phone. There are plenty of apps you could use where patients can log in what their triggers are, what were they around during this time. So, and try to keep them to keep doing this observation of, is it what season, were you around smoke, just things like that. Just start to keep engaging them on this route. And what you want to do is you want to continue to give patients gold stars. Just like school, when you used to do well in, like, I don't know, your in spelling or whatever, you'd get the gold star from the teacher. So we want to do the same thing with patients. So when they come back to you and they're like, hey, I noticed that my asthma triggers are mainly at night when I'm in the bedroom. It's like, wow, look at you doing the detective work. All right, now we want to keep going. Let's see what it is. And this way, they are actively engaged with you if you're in the line with this work, and they also can bring this back to the provider. So they're also helping the provider. And if they have access to things like seeing a specialist, or access to just more resources in the specialty clinics and stuff like this all can fit in. They may need to see an allergist or anything like that. So that's what I want to encourage you guys, is to always continue to engage your patients, because it is not about us telling them what to do. It is about us guiding them and improving their quality of life. All right, guys, with the resources and just giving them the education. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that you learned something new. Oh, before that we go, please, if anybody is looking for CEUs, we at the end of the year, and remember to invest in yourself, right? We are ending the year, ended strong. If you need CEUs for asthma or PFT, please go to QHC, as in cat, seminars.com. That is QHCseminar.com. They have a good one for $259, and you have access to it for the whole entire year, so you can watch it at your leisure, and it will help you with the exam. Also, your girl has an ebook. Yay! Okay, it's called Asthma Control Please, 9 Steps to Community Engagement and Asthma Awareness. So, check please, Asthma Control Please. Okay, so check out for the book. It's free on Amazon Kindle Unlimited, and $4.99 on Kindle, the regular one. So thank you guys, thank you so much. Continue to just shine bright. We at the end of the year, and there is so much to come. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. Remember to invest in yourself and to only compete with yesterday's version of you. Bye.